Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Common Sense Crypto Channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XRP. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today, wherever you are in this great world. We're going to talk about XRP. I'm going to start with this. 2023 looks bright while many in crypto space fall apart. Ripple buyback Ripple shares XRP and continues hiring, while many are selling off tokens, laying off people, filing for bankruptcy, etc. And I don't believe the FTX scandal is even over yet. Who knows what else can happen in that? But the thing I do know is XRP never looked better. Ripple has never looked better. It's not tied to any of the problems we've seen during this entire year. That's how I know we invested in the right cryptocurrency. No doubt in my mind, Judge Torres will make the correct call after reading another masterpiece written by Rosalind Layton. Lord help this world. Thank you, Rosalind. So, surprisingly and organically, the SEC over-aggressive posture provoked a reaction in the form of an unprecedented number of amicus curiae briefs against the SEC, including from a punitive class of over 75,000 XRP holders and several companies that acquire and use XRP as a settlement tool for payments without the permission or involvement of Ripple. If anything, XRP's utility beyond Ripple has been well established. Even Magistrate Judge Sarah Netburn seemed to understand that early in the proceedings. She goes on to say Ripple's court document actions with regard to XRP when compared to the revelations about the con artistry of FTX founder Sam Bankman-Fried should be a wake-up call for Gensler's defenders. Ripple detailed in its defense that it has distributed its XRP holdings in many ways, like programmatic sales to exchanges, and in January 2017, they began publishing quarterly reports detailing their XRP sales with additional market information. At the same time, court documents show repeated efforts by Ripple and other market participants to get clear guidance from the SEC for years about whether XRP was a security, which was only answered by the lawsuit. The company was more transparent than inarguably had to be with no help from the SEC. The mere filing of the lawsuit in 2020 wiped out $15 billion in value for the XRP holders that the agency is supposedly protecting. And they never protected any of us. We ended up taking a hit. A lot of people left crypto and never looked back, sold their XRP at a loss back in December of 2020. The SEC's corruption is still continuing today. Look what happened with FTX. Wow, infinite acquisitions. SEC registration from 1201 describes which Tranglo customers use XRP. It's steady increasing, but regulation could cause severe damage to their business. They also state that XRP could jeopardize their profits due to losing cross-border payment fees. So, because XRP is so cheap, Tanglo actually loses money because the fees are cheap. But yet, they still are behind Ripple, still wanting to use XRP. Yes, that's the exact reason I love XRP. It can weaken conventional banks' power. It will decentralize that power. Most of the people said that XRP is a banker's coin, but it's the opposite. Who would know the Nostro Vostro account's money will not be used for other purposes or privately? The money should move seamlessly or be ready to move at any time. XRP will make that possible. And XRP is going to save a lot of customers' fees in the future. The same way that XLM, banking the unbanked, it cuts down the fees. If somebody wants to send money home, they don't want to get hit with high fees. That's why Bitcoin was never an option for cross-border payments. The SEC is nothing more than a centralized power, showing its colors by putting up a fight against a decentralized system. Nothing will stop Stellar and Ripple. The SEC has lost its mind thinking it can dictate the rest of the world's decisions. And outside of the US, the world is still going to move forward with Ripple, move forward with XRP, move forward with innovation. Well, the only thing that's going to come from this continuing inside this lawsuit is the U.S. will get left behind. Questions of CBDC cronyism as companies like Binance, Ripple, MasterCard, McKinsey, and Deloitte and major banks line up to advance surveillance coins. Now, here's the thing. I feel everyone's fighting to be involved with CBDCs right now. Even the banks want to keep a hold on that money-making machine, the new financial system. But the thing is, it's going to come down to the point where XRP is going to move the money from one CBDC to another. That's the end game. But banks still want to stay involved. Companies want to stay involved. You see JP Morgan trying to come up with an alternative to XRP that's most likely going to fail out of the gate. But this is going on throughout the world right now. And the thing is, most of these lawmakers now see what's going on. I believe if they allow the big banks to get their hands on that new financial system, somehow, some way, they will corrupt it like the current system. Philippines-based remittance business iRemit expresses interest in the result of the litigation due to its substantial dependence on Ripple's on-demand liquidity technology, which uses the XRP token as its bridge currency. And this SEC opposes iRemit and TapJet's applications to support Ripple. The reason they're doing that is because those two companies actually show that XRP is a cryptocurrency. I believe that's why the SEC wants to make sure those two amicus briefs aren't involved with the judge's decision. Project Garuda, navigating the architecture of the digital rupiah, Bank of Indonesia, two-tier, just like digital euro, and what the White House has been talking about. And we see here, Ripple is already involved in this as well. And it's almost every single CBDC you hear of. Ripple is tied to it somehow, some way. Maybe not directly, but through partnerships as well. Are you not aware that at least one central bank from every continent is building their CBDC with Ripple? This is from James Wallace, head of CBDCs at Ripple. Also, XRP is the mBridge solution of the World Bank, per A. Wallace. This bridges CBDCs. And that was always going to be what comes in the end. XRP bridging all the world's money. That's why I like to talk about XRP so much on this channel. I know it is going to enrich you at some point. All we have to do now is stay patient and wait. Just remember, Brad Garlinghouse said retail investors, us, have been beaten institutions into crypto. We are early. During the dot-com bubble, institutions were first. We are waiting for institutions to FOMO in for your XRP. That is the game, to hodl. And that's why what we're actually waiting for. We're waiting on institutional money to come into crypto. That's how early we actually are. This is the time you want to continue buying crypto. And it doesn't matter how much you buy or how much you hold, because every little bit that you keep accumulating is one more step towards financial freedom. SBF, FTX, we appreciate that you've been candid in your discussions about what happened at FTX. Your willingness to talk to the public will help the company's customers, investors, and others. To that end, we would welcome your participation in our hearing on the 13th. So now they want to invite him to talk at a hearing like he's not a criminal. They're making him out to be a victim. You know who they should be talking to? All of the people that lost their money with FTX, not Sam Bankman-Fried. The time for Twitter innovation is here. You, other congressional leaders and regulators have a job to do. SBF is suspected of high financial crimes and is living the high life in the Bahamas, receiving lax invitations to talk to you while appearing on morning shows. And they're parading him around. Everybody's acting like this was a crypto problem. No, this was a human being problem in the form of Sam Bankman-Fried. He money laundered. He committed fraud. He stole retail investors' money. Lock him up already. Are you joking? You would welcome his participation? Dude scammed people out of billions, and you are extending an olive branch. And when you see these fluff articles in newspapers, it all points that crypto's bad. Not that Sam Bankman-Fried was bad, but crypto. And it gives crypto a bad name. But in the end, people will realize when crypto is skyrocketing in price what they're truly missing out on. Because people keep saying now to me, well, what's with this crypto? Now it looks like it's going to zero, or they're just going to do away with it. That's not even the case, but that's what they have people outside of crypto believing. Elon Musk told Twitter must comply with EU regulations or be banned. Now, here's what's strange about this. We see these regulations throughout the world. First, it was crypto. Now they're going after social media. They're using what happened with FTX to regulate the world at this point. But whatever regulations come, it's not only here in the US, it's all over in all these countries that we keep hearing about, the EU. Then you'll see like Ireland will come out with some sort of regulations. India comes out with regulations. I believe the World Economic Forum is behind all of this. The party of less government, less regulations, and free speech wants more government, more regulations, and less free speech from liberals. Social media is out of control and needs regulation, says Lindsey Graham. I believe they don't want us talking about all the corruption we uncovered through FTX. They don't want people learning that they took money from FTX. This is a problem that originated with money. And now all of a sudden, regulations are needed around everything. They need to set their priorities straight, lock up Sam Bankman-Fried, and then come out with the regulations that are not going to steal everything from the retail investor. But with that said, I'm going to wrap up this video. I appreciate you all watching my videos. We'll see you in the next one. I just wanted to do something where I talked about how it started with crypto. Now it's freedom of speech and it's social media. That doesn't make sense to me. That's why I believe it's all tied back to the World Economic Forum. We'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.